Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from a new series that I'm pretty much putting together here for Twitch at the end of this season, which is First or Last Heroes. We're doing only high roll things on stream right now. We got to the end of last Lobby Legends playoff and qualified, so it's time to have some fun for a little bit. So you're going to see probably a few more unconventional heroes in the upcoming weeks. And today's hero is Toki. Toki, a hero who really pops off on one turn. She isn't exactly great in the early turns, but if you can get to Bran and you can get to your golden buddy turn, you get 5-6 stars on one turn. If you're forced to sell off your first buddy, still 4-6 stars, one turn. It's a crazy pop-off turn, and when the meta is defined by things like Amalgadons, towards Seafood Slinger, all of those kind of cards that are 6 stars, well, you can see where this is going. You can go from 0 to hero so incredibly quickly, and then you just kind of coast, because after that point, you're invincible. All right, enjoy. I don't think we're ever not taking a 5 here. It's so expensive. Well, there's only 2 choices here. Nomi or Bran. You do get a hero power 5 board. Neither are great. We'd much prefer tempo here to be able to level to 5. Alright, well, Mithrax is good. That's like what we wanted to hit. We have a 3 tribe board. We can take Mithrax. We could even take potentially Witchwing here. It's kind of interesting. You could Argus. We don't have enough gold. So, like, I think you take Witchwing. Do we take Witchwing or not? Mithrax and Argus and then hero power could be good too. Here, the buddy could be Tavern too. Yeah. We just need to live till our second round of buddy. We get 4 or 6 stars that turn. Tolerable hits. Only take 8 here. Should have pushed the button first. Might have gotten Bran in the lobby before playing. Yeah, but you can get Bran, but then you have your decision made for you on the buddy. I don't think that's better. Having the versatile choice first is probably better. Instead of like one thing being on the board, the vast majority of things aren't useful. Wish I had Witchwing over these. Yeah, well, I guess I'm keeping this on the board then, huh? I'm gonna taunt you up. Like you and boy, Mech, Demon, Beast. It's a shame Toki's buddy doesn't let you discover one to be added rather than random. More like Galakrons, but not stackable. I mean, it's added to your hand, which is good. It's free. And we got a decent minion in Mithrax. Like, this is the saving grace for our game. Yes, the brand is interesting. Yes, it sets up the later turn, whether it's a golden buddy. The golden buddy is discover two things, right? I don't think I've ever actually gotten the golden buddy. So the golden buddy would be 5 6 stars. That would be pretty good. Alright, game. Just don't scam me. I do like you. Good level in hero power 6 here. It's pretty expensive health-wise. Interesting on the Imp Mama. Interesting, interesting. Probably should take it. It's a turn 9 Imp Mama. Yeah. Once again, we're in a position where we're not leveling straight to 6. It's never going to happen. Whether we have the buddy on the board or not doesn't affect the fact that we can discover for 6 stars. If we have the buddy left on the board when we get the golden buddy, then sure, we could take an additional one from the golden buddy itself. But I'm not keeping a 3/3 on the board for 3 more turns. That seems like suicide. We get to take our damage here. That's not shocking. This was kind of inevitable. We can kill this thing. Nice. We don't take 15, which is pretty good. And now we get to play the game from 6. Okay, from 5, discovering 6's each turn, or generating 6 stars each turn. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I don't like you. Alright, so be it. Highest stats on the board. Don't care about the triple that much. You buy me time. Freeze a 7. Alright. Yeah, having the extra tribes on the board also helps a lot in 2 turns when we discover a bunch of 4 stars because we can play toward Amalgadon. Being one-dimensional on Murlocs, for example, doesn't really recover the game that well because you take 6 stars and what are you taking? 2 tribe Amalgadons? You're just over there kind of coasting on your little stats hoping you find 1 Sephin. Seems like death. Arana at Tavern 5, 2 health. If she could die for us, that'd be amazing. And then we could get a ghost round and then be able to get our pop-off turn. We're really just trying to make it to turn 11. If we can make it to turn 11, we can win the lobby. So really, it's a question of what makes us stronger for 2 turns. Sephin is definitely an upgrade for a turn. Big Murloc board. 1 big Swolefin, but at the end of the day, 1 big Swolefin is just 1 big Swolefin. We have a lot of minions that naturally run directly off a cliff. What is with our RNG today? Just got lucky though. Alright, well, as long as we survive, next turn is the pop-off. Do I think we survive here? Say yes? So we can hero power to start the turn. We have Gambler for the extra gold in hand. We discover 4 6 stars. We have 3 tribes on the board, so we can at least do 6 Adapt Amalgadons. A 4th tribe is in hand. So most likely, if we discover multiple Amalgadons, we can do an 8 Adapt Amalgadon, a 10 Adapt Amalgadon type of thing. And we just need to live to this turn. That is kind of the goal. Mama second? Yeah, I mean, if we think he's trivial, sure. But I don't think he's trivial. And we already get 1, right? This thing dies, this thing dies, this thing dies. So it's a question of having 3 more things die. So the Imp Mama's got to take a hit one way or another. We make ourselves weaker by playing Imp Mama further up. Because there's a real situation that this guy's strong enough that he beats us. Unfortunate, but... we okay. Alright. I think I like the jug. Right, we don't have to do that yet. So, one's gonna go. It's gonna be Mithrax as the first thing to go. There's 1. There's 2. We could put another tribe on the board. You know what, fuck it. I don't mind the pair. I'm gonna level here. I really should do that afterwards. I don't know why I decided to play the jug there. I was thinking I want the gold to roll, but I don't care about that. Like, I'm selling this, so I just buffed with this. You're bullshit. It's a pretty good board to eat, too. Alright. There you go. There's our pivot turn. So we lined up. Was a turn like that? Question is, do you win the lobby off of it? First or last, heroes? Yo, Jit Kirik coming in hot, raiding with a party of 17, my dude. Thank you for popping in with the raid, the boat raid. Real quick shout out. We're currently playing first or last day. Don't give a fuck about averages. We either win or we die. This is why we have the alt account. Toki, save to turn 11, pop off for all Amalgadons? Let's do it. Meh. I also play first or last, but just decided not to get last. Nice. That is the way. Oh, golden selfless. We can just go look for more Amalgadons. Well, we can pick up 2 selfless here. It's pretty expensive because we can't freeze the board, remember? So we have to sell for it right now. You take one and roll. I really want to find one more Malgadon, play Slinger for it, then get out a brand and leave Selfless behind. I could get out of both Imp Mamas to keep the Firebat around, play the Seer through with the Selfless hero. I'm not going to double buy this by selling through here without rolling. So I think we're just taking a Selfless and rolling here. If we got a first board Malgadon, we can still play for it. Otherwise, we just consume this board. And now we can play our Malgadons forward because we have poison on all of them. Finally, a streamer that pays his respects. My favorite figure of ancient Greece. The story of Bofur. Yeah, Bofur is woefully underrepresented in teachings in the United States. Like, you go all the way through middle school of learning like ancient Greek mythology, and I don't think I once heard of Bofur from a teacher. I mean, the kids all the time, Bofur this, Bofur that, but not once did a teacher pay the due respects needed to truly appreciate Bofur. It was very sad. Yeah, nice streak of games there, Shakir. Who was Bofur? He's an ancient Greek figure. A philosopher, if you will. He had many teachings. Many, many teachings. Just Google it. Bofur. Interesting. Meh. Meh. Alright, the Burgurgle's pretty decent. Do I care about stats? Do I ever keep an Imp Mama? Nah, not against this guy. Yeah, don't need to play any of them either. Alright, we'll just take the Selfless. We gotta wind down this game. It's kind of a shitty board to eat. No dragons, so no Prestus. Represented the great town of Gotham. Cac-L. Cac-L. You could bump with Firebat. You could just double bump early. Isn't necessarily bad here. Bat stronger than Mama. It's a big Murloc board. The argument has to be made that the value of Mama being approximately one extra minion being summoned is higher than getting breakpoints higher on Malgadons. Because it's like a 30-34 that you would keep on the board. It's not going to value trade anything on the board with a bunch of poison Murlocs. So like, both of them are really low value. One of them does give permanent stats to minions that stay on your board though. And that one's going to win the coin flip to me, if I have to pick between the two of them. Too bad on the order here. Maybe he'll just jump in a pool of fire real quick. Ah. He goes straight into there, he does. No. Meh. Pretty much selfless hero. You can push the button for 6-star, but what am I taking? Potentially a Malgadon? I was looking to see if we got seafood or anything, but even then it's like you can hero power for seafood. Just make sure we can buy it on the turn. Yeah, the hero power early or hero power late, we're going to do it at one point, but the question is which one is more... Do you want the 6-star early in a turn or later in a turn? 6-star would be good for the end roll because of better stats. True, there's a little bit better stats there. The question just becomes, do you want to be able to use the 6-star and adapt accordingly? Or are you trying to just see it for the sake of, like, the stats on the board, or whether it gives you direction to pick something up? Like, we can take a Malgadon, we can take Seafood, but that's about it off of 6. Freeze so the demons get a cold meal? Unfortunately, we don't eat the entire board, so I'm not going to freeze. But yes, we could give them a nice refrigerated meal. We need to get out of here next turn. But for right now, I'm going to take the extra stats on the board. Imagine a game ending with Poison, Sephin, and a Malgadon against other Sephin boards. Crazy, right? Any chance at Bran living is worth IMO? Do you actually want it, though? Like, you're making an argument you actually want that Bran. Like, if there's a Bran on the next board, I'm not buying it. You just want it for the shot with Primal Fin for a Malgadon by selling through Begurgle and the extra minion? Yeah, I don't agree. Like, there's a Malgadon here. We're holding a Malgadon. They are only 3, so we're talking about 4 of them being out of the pool. I don't value it high enough to spend gold on Bran. Health matters absolutely 0. But this is pretty much just a Malgadon as the only good hit, and then we find a Selfless Hero here. Or Baron or something like that. Stats don't matter. Stats don't matter. A Malgadon. Tad? See Tad first. Nope. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, it's so pretty. Meh. At least it has poison up front. Just gonna bump and let it go. He does have a ghoul. Unfortunately, he went first. He had a Divine Shielded Malgadon, so like trying to play a Wind Fury Malgadon first, then Selfless second. It would be okay if we had Bran or Baron on the board, but other than that, I don't think we do it. All right, cool. Usually do one Malgadon with plants in the back. Don't think he ever beats us on unit count though, so it really just comes down to plants in the front give us more bumps into the potential outs that he has. He has 1 Divine Shield minion. He also potentially has Selfless Hero by that point. I agree if we were down unit count, but I don't agree if we're up unit count. First or last, baby. So we took a 5% scam and a 20% scam on 2 rounds that we were heavily favored. We lost a test game with a Malgadons on the board with Golden Cookie Buddy on our board. On a 5% lethal. That 5th should be a first too.